Hello again, friends. Welcome back to twitch.tv/StrooperBerry, and welcome back to more of The Long Dark. So, here's where we stand. We're 560 days in, and we have, I guess, earned enough trader trust to where our man Sutherland is willing to start sending us out doing fetch quests for him, as opposed to him doing fetch quests for us. So, let me load this up and then we'll check the exact specifics of what we're meant to be doing here. Okay, yeah, so there's the porter's soup recipe, and then the special request. Right, so we're supposed to go to what he called the survivalist cache. I think that one, it's either in Pleasant Valley or Timberwolf, because I know the hunter cache is in Forlorn Muskeg. My guess is it's in Timberwolf, but I could, yeah, because isn't that where we found the prepper pie recipe? I guess we'll see. We'll find out. So I think we'll do that first. Oh, stop it, Astrid. You're fine. I think we'll do that first, and then we'll come back and then we'll deal with the porter soup request. Okay, cooked, cooked, cooked. Good. Really got to make sure that meat is cooked. All right, doesn't show up there. Sure. There we go. Now you can have your Wawa. Is it? All right. Yeah, we cooked some. Yeah, we cooked some fat. So now we have even more oil, which is fine. There's going to be pie making in our future, so that's not too bad. Okay. Yeah, we don't exactly have a lot of walking around food. Oh, geez, our snow pants took a bit of a beating. Let's deal with that real quick. There we go. And then above 80 is fine. Okay. So food concerns aside, I think we might just go. Oh, I don't actually have. Yeah, we don't have a lot in the way of lamp oil. Right, yeah, because we handed over a bunch in one of those recent trades. See, did I give all the lamp oil we had? I might have. And the answer appears to be yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, we should have enough. Yeah, yeah, and we have torches. Yeah, we have enough to get through the cave. And if it's and yeah, when we come back, I mean we've got piles and piles of fish out there. We can just straight up cook them, or if we want to go for the two rare fish we have yet to get, we can go do some fresh fishing. If we're gonna do that though, we're gonna want a bunch of wood and probably bring back some coal from the mine. But anyway, let's get moving. Hope everyone's having a good weekend so far. But okay, game. What are we doing here? I think we're clear, but it's hard to tell. Okay, yeah, it is nice and clear. All right. The game couldn't quite make up its mind there for a bit. Right. Oh yeah, we do have a couple wolves out on the ice that we dealt with. Um, is that a priority though? I don't think so. Because yeah, we should probably focus on. Yeah, the thing is going to make us travel. We'll get there. Yeah, we'll get to. Well, no, I guess we should. Yeah, we should stop in PV. Traveling crows. Okay, and if we are in fact going to Timberwolf, the uh, the PV bunker isn't going to be that far out of our way. Yeah, yeah. If nothing else, I can allay my concerns. If I'm wrong, then I'll at least have confirmation that that one is the conspiracist cache. And if I'm well, no, if I'm right, no, if I'm wrong about the Timberwolf one being the survivalist, and it's actually in PV, then that's a shorter trip for us. Hooray! And if I'm right, then I'm right. Hooray! Okay, it sounds like a wolf was snacking on something. And to keep our guard up. Hmm. I don't know. It's been. Here's again. Yeah, it's been an odd. It's a Saturday out here, and the week. It's yeah, actually odd. Okay, right. There's a wolf over there, probably out snacking on a ptarmigan or whatever. Yeah, it's. I don't want to get too into it, but if you're on basically any social media platform, you've been hearing what people are talking about and what may or may not have transpired. Now, I mean, if you're watching this on YouTube in particular, you probably know more than I do. So I'm dealing with this in the moment. Yeah, you have the benefit of gosh dang it, did a whole heckin' loop. Yeah, you have the benefit of future knowledge, to me anyway. And honestly, I'm just gonna leave that there. All right, yeah. So the other thing, and the thing that actually kicked off the weirdness, um, I think I mentioned here, previously, that there's going to be the channel's going to go. I'm going to be there's going to be a break in streams come October slash early November because I am going to the UK and going to a conference, a conference I've been to a couple times before. Most recently 2 years ago. Yeah. So when I yeah, so and after that I went up to Scotland to see our friend Dauntless. And because it's a 2 day thing. It's like actually the conference proper is a 2 day thing, but they also have I guess what I guess what the Brits call a fringe event where they have like part of the so it's like Saturday Sunday, and then on the Friday they have some people come in and they give talks on this that or the other whatever they're passionate about or whatever they think needs more attention. And Yeah, I've been a couple times, and just purely as an observer. And then this time, and maybe partly because it's the last edition of this conference they're ever going to have, I thought, you know what? Why don't I? I'll throw my hat in the ring. I'll see if they might want me to give a talk. And to be clear, I expect nothing out of this. Because I am, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a subject matter expert of any kind. But I figure, you know what? You got to give the universe a chance to say yes. So I threw in. I said, hey, here's my proposal. Um, and it's only like a 10 minutes. Everyone only talks for 10 minutes, no matter how qualified you are. But then they said that they would start sending out answers the week of the 25th. So basically starting this past Monday. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I had heard exactly nothing. I figured, okay. They just said, thanks, but no thanks. Which is, again, is precisely what I expected. So then, I wake up this morning on Saturday. Oh, that's a deer up there. Yeah, I woke up to an email saying, congratulations, you're in. I, excuse? Did you mean me? Apparently they did. So they did want me to email back and just confirm that I did still want to. Like the deadline to apply was I think was it 3 weeks ago. And yeah, seats at the conference they've sold out. I think like at least a week or two ago. So maybe if someone applied but they couldn't get a ticket or they couldn't get into the conference, maybe they had to shuffle about, whatever. But yeah, so I thought I was just gonna go again as someone there to just enjoy the proceedings and maybe hang out with some cool people, and I'll still do that. But now I'm actually on a speakers list, which I gotta say is a little overwhelming because they got people going up, be like PhDs or like people have been like studying shit for 20, 25, like that. As I say, like subject matter experts or people who are like known in their field. I'm in the middle of something here, Wolf. As you hear, you'll just pop off a God fucking Jesus. I'm gonna have to do this again, aren't I? The fucking whatever fucking bug that freezes my fucking bow in place is there again. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do this whole fucking trip again because I've been outdoors the whole fucking time. God fucking damn it. Yep, I can't do shit here. Fucking Hinterland. How long has this bug been in the fucking game? Let's do it all again. Anyway, as I was saying, so now in addition to preparing for said conference, Now I also grab one of these. Now I need to prepare a talk as well, which to be clear I signed up for, and I'm not like the bad kind of stressed. Okay, now the weather knows what it's doing. That's interesting. Yeah, I think the technical term is eustress, like a EU stress, not European stress, but like eustress, where like you're feeling stress. Well, there's a battery out there, but you're feeling stress over something positive, right? It'd be like a promotion, or say you successfully propose marriage, or someone has proposed marriage to you and you have accepted. That kind of stress. Hey, concerned Martian, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. How's the weekend going so far? Any four-legged furry critters giving you grief this week? I just we I I was right. I was at the coal mine. I was ready to leave Coastal because we're going to PV or Timberwolf, but the had the old bug where if you change weapons or whatever, but then sometimes your hands just get stuck in place and you can't interact with anything, which sucked because between the Quonset and the coal mine, there's nowhere to zone in and save. You even pick loads of rose hips and sloes and elderberries and crabopples. Interesting. Um, and for anything particular, like a cooking thing, or just for funsies? Got 19 pounds of sloes and 11 pounds of rose hips. Wow, you can make so many pies out of those, or even more teas, I assume. Gonna make some slow gin as opposed to fast gin. And some rosehip syrup. Ah, okay. What do you use the rosehip syrup in? Is it like a add to drinks maybe, or pancakes perhaps, or any or all of the above? I suppose. Or is it your favorite thing? Nice, nice. And then your dad wants elderberries for vinegar and crabopples for jelly. Okay, okay. So how far do you have to go to get those? Like, are those nearby where you are, or do you have to go out a ways? Because that is yeah, that is quite the haul to bring back. I certainly hope you didn't have to do all that alone. And like, yeah, if Dad wants that stuff, I would hope he'd be able to pitch in and lend a hand. You put syrup on pancakes, sure. Porridge, nice. Water to drink as a tea, okay. Kids in 40s got a teaspoon of it. It's vitamin C boost because it's as much as an orange. Oh. Oh, it's a okay, full family then. Good, good, good. Actually, that was a nice, that was a bonding experience. I mean, you're a family, got started, but no, it'd be depending on the weather, but still, it'd be a good time. I assume. Been a while since I've been out foraging. But nice. So I guess yeah, you wouldn't stuff wouldn't keep necessarily. So imagine you probably want to start on the like your reductions and I don't know whatever it is you do to make the slow into gin. Probably pretty quickly. Oh right, yeah. Uh, there's a good chance there is a wolf waiting at the top of this slope, so we're just gonna switch to this right now. You, both parents, and your youngest brother. Okay. Brought the hoe down to the branches. Oh, the hoe to bring branches down. Okay. And hung the bag and carried one end each, you and mom. Okay. So it does sound like you have you've got a strategy there. So you've done this before. Yep. I knew it. I knew you'd be right there. You sneaky sausage, you. And of course, the wind decides to blow on our face right now because why wouldn't it? You did every year growing up. Nice. Okay, let me see. I have one, two, three, four, five. Okay, yeah, we got torches to spare. We're a little lacking in the lamp oil department. I'd like to conserve that. We yeah, but we gave most of our lamp oil to Sutherland. Okay, we got a piece of coal, 18 sticks. Yeah, let's leave the coal for now. I mean, we'll grab some on the way back because we have a date with some fish. But we also want to get a bunch of firewood as well, so we can just set up shop in one of the uh, one of the fishing guys because we are in need of 3 liters of lamp oil and ideally a couple rare fish. Come on, come on. There we go. Thank you, Astrid. When was the last time my family did anything like that? Because it's been a good long while. But oh, I think it would have been where was it? I think we were in what is it? Missoula? No, Bozeman, Montana. That was it. I had a family reunion, and then like Bozeman and the Montana in general, it's like big for the their what was it, mulberries? I think. Yeah, mulberries. So a bunch of us went out picking those for a bit, and then the more industrious among us, turned them into uh, jam. Yeah, jam. Jelly is made with fruit juice, jam is made with crushed up fruit. I I have heard this at some point. I don't know where, but it's one of those random tidbits that just stuck in my mind. Okay. Oh yeah, Martian. I remember you saying that there was a chance that the people you're working with now, they wanted you to work Sundays, but I think you weren't into that idea. Did you get that sorted? I might have asked this previously, and if I did, please tell me, so I'll move on. Okay. Now where? Right. It's the PV bunker. It's gonna be past the space capsule. On that same road, we go past the hunter blind, and then it'll be on the left up a slope. Yeah. So best outcome. This is a survivalist cache. We grab what we. What? Where? Hello? Oh. All right. I suppose I better deal with you. Come on. Oh, rip another arrow. I really got to replace these at some point. Yeah, so either the survivalist cache is here, we grab the thing and we turn around, or the survivalist, this is the conspiracy cache, and the survivalist cache is in Timberwolf, in which case we'll just pop into, we'll pop into Mountaineers, have a snack, and then we'll go. Oh, hang on, I missed a little bit there. No, oh no, but you don't mind. Okay. There you go. You will choose peaceful violence. Okay. And watch the telly. It's a show. Okay. I should sing song for. Oh right, yeah, because you're working with we're working with seniors. That's right. A lot of songs are ingrained in memory. Okay. All right. Well, again, if you that's probably a good a fallback position if you can't get the ideal of just letting you be off on Sundays. And I imagine like the people you're working with, they'll probably appreciate that. And if not, they'll let you know. Okay, and okay, no, I'm hearing crows, but yeah, that's a Carl Bob over there. I remember that. Yeah, because when we last dealt with the bear who's on this road, it ran off with one of our arrows, and we were looking for. Yeah, there's a Carl Bob over there who we have searched, and there was a wolf around here which we took care of. Matter of fact, yeah, that fat right there is part of the remnants of that wolf. Haha. But weekends won't be as stressful. So, and one of the main people you imagine, I mean, like relatives will visit weekends. Okay. So more visitors, good for you or less good for you? I imagine that more people coming in, more people to keep track of. Although I would hope that's not your job. Yeah, you got the activities working. They're going to volunteer at Christmas dinner. Okay. They'll probably attend the one at work in case people are left alone. Okay. That's going to think he was the urchin going. Ah, okay. Well, how old is urchin? Like, is urchin old enough to where they can make those calls for themselves, or are they just going to get drug along somewhere? You don't know, in your brain, visitors mean you don't need to have such big activities. Okay, you want to miss out on audiobook club. Okay. Okay, yeah, I can see that. Yeah, having visitors means like you can, people are engaged, they're moving around. Uh, Urchin is 11. He should be more useful and helpful, but he isn't. Well, 11. What are you gonna do? So you might have him with you if he behaves. And how likely is it that he's going to behave? Given the start of that sentence, it might be a coin flip at best. Again, 11-year-old boys. What are you gonna do? Okay, it is. It's just like mid-afternoon. We actually made pretty good time, even with that one interruption. So yeah, but we keep going down this road, past the blind, and then we start looking to our left. He knows how to behave, but he can be rambunctious without a screen. Okay, yeah, and there's this old man trooper just like, do you need a screen though? Like it. I say, how about a book? A physical book? I mean, come on. As if I could sound more out of touch. Okay, but if you say it should be okay, then I will take your word for it, Martian. Is that okay? It looks like there's like a single wolf standing in the middle of there. I guess the fact I can see it from this far out. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a regular wolf. All right, so we don't need to be too concerned. Actually, there's another one right up there. I was concerned they might have slipped some Timbies in, but I don't think that's the case. Oh, with a screen is an issue with that one. Being reminded they don't want to hear about Pokemon and Minecraft. Well, old people game. Maybe not like the ones you're working with, but they got you know, they got gaming grannies and grandpies. Some of them are even here on Twitch. God dang it. Alright, fine. Fine. Stalker gonna stalker. All I'm trying to say is some condition on this bow, but that's clearly not happening. Okay, oh, which way am I going? Oh, yeah, Skeeters is over there. We want to go over here. You could bring the Wii and they could smoke them at Wii Sports. Or hey, there you go. It'll be a good activity and maybe a little ego boost for for your people. You know, getting a chance to smoke a youngin at the videos game. And who knows? The airship might actually have some fun. It's been known to happen. Okay, yeah. Plane crash is over there. Skeeters is back there. Wait. Oh, the blind is there. Okay, there we are. All right. Let me check my memory. If my memory is right, if the bunker will be back here. If I'm not, it's back there. But let's take this systematically. Yes, hello, Bok Box. Goodbye, Bok Box. Okay. We're looking for. So when we ended last stream, we got enough trust with the trader to start doing his quests. So we need to go to the 3 stocked bunkers and then find evidence of his brother Wyatt. You're supposed to go to the survivalist bunker, the hunter bunker, and then the conspiracy bunker. Now I know for a fact that the muskeg bunker is stocked, and that's the hunter bunker because that's where we found the hunter revolver. And according to my notes, the other 2 bunkers that have loot in them are in PV and Timberwolf. One is going to be the conspiracy, one's going to be the survivalist. I think PV is the conspiracy bunker, but I'm going to check real quick. If I'm wrong, then we turn around, we go back to the space capsule. Okay, and I whiffed there. Okay, so it is back here. All right, fine. Oh, you were in Admiral. Okay, yeah. So we started the trader quests because we got enough trust with them. So we're supposed to find the 3 bunkers that have loot in them because those are the ones that also have the evidence of his brother. Now according to my notes, and I think they're. Oh, did I miss that? Wow, how about that?
I think I can use this.
No. Actually, I'll take that for cloth. Actually, okay, fine. I'll take that for cloth too. We'll leave that in the one of the bunkers. But yeah, so we know that the one in the muskeg is the hunter cache. The one I think the Scylla described as the one who was too busy mounting heads. We know that one is the hunter because that's where we found the hunter revolver. So, if my notes are right, and then the other 2 bunkers are in PV and Timberwolf, we got a 50-50. One of them's going to be the conspiracy cache with the tote board and all the weird push pins, and then one of them's going to be the survivalist cache, like the food cache, where you find the prepper pie recipe. So yeah, so we're in search of bunkers here. Why the heck? I'm right back here. Okay. I'm just gonna kill you. I don't have the patience. I don't have the time. Don't have the interest. But the thing is, like, I so rarely look for this bunker that it takes me a couple tries to find it again. So, like, most bunkers, I'm pretty solid on where they are. But like the PV one, it slips from my memory so easily. Yeah, because like in the bow only run, which we did like right before we dusted off this one, I remember wandering around PV for a good long while, trying to find where the dang bunker was. Okay, are we? The wind sounds blizzardy, but we still have visibility. Like it's just, yeah. But it does feel like PV wants to be PV. So, worst comes to worst, we beat feet back to the space capsule. Actually, hang on a tick. Did I map it? Uh, no. Bother. I should probably do that. Okay. Yeah. This is getting very blizzardy. Okay. Yeah, me no likey. I mean, I could do the sensible thing and just go to Timberwolf. Okay, yeah. This is a blizzard. We're going. Flee, Bokbox, flee. If it's not a blizzard now, it will be very soon. Again, oh right, I do. We have all that bear meat waiting at the. Yeah, we got bear meat waiting at the burned out cottage. So we have that to look forward to. There we are. There you are. I am right about that, aren't I? Hey, Evie, good to see you. I hope you're well. It's gonna be fine. What's the worst that could happen? It's PV. There's things could always get worse. Welcome in, Evie. Okay, I was right. We do have stuff here. Oh, we got a nice big slab of cooked bear meat. I'll definitely take that. We are, yeah, we're still good. You know what? While we have the carry capacity, let's just go. Let's process of elimination this bad boy. We'll go to Timberwolf. We'll stop off at Mountaineers, and then we'll go to the Timberwolf bunker instead. I was well, it was fine until I had to remember where the dang bunker is, and that did not go well. So I'm going to go to the bunker that I know where it is, and then we'll see if we'll see if that's the one we're looking for, because we're in the middle of the trader quest. Also, let me do this real quick. We have a streamer friend in chat.
I needed you to censor me.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think you're having a good weekend there, Evie. We are. I don't know. It's been an odd day so far. I woke up to good news, but then I feel like I got teased with other news that could be very joyous, but it's I've been so burned so often that I don't I choose not to believe that we live in a universe where that could happen. Truly choose to, yeah. As far as I know, the eclipse are just random. It pulls whatever, but it, yeah, it can pull some weird ones sometimes. Or like ones were like deep in the archive that some people have forgotten actually exist. Not good. Yeah. Yes. The day started with news that I'm going to the UK in October for a conference, and I was just going to go as an observer, but then this morning I got an email basically asking me if I wanted to give a talk at said conference, which I did not expect, but I'm crass enough to accept. Okay, well, I'm gonna be in Manchester for, is it Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like 4 days and a bit. And then once I'm done there, I'm gonna fly over to Dublin, and I'm gonna, yeah, because I've never been there. I want to see what that's about. And oh, and I'm also going to hang out with my cousin, who lives in Belfast with her now fiance, and they're going to get hitched in December. So I get to meet the lad for the first time. They've been together for a while. They're going to introduce you. Oh, don't you worry about that, Evie. I've been a few times already. I think I was last in Manchester for this conference 2 years ago, and I think before that, back in 2015. So I've been, yeah. Well, I've had the kind that people,
So tired.
the kind of food people think of when they think British cuisine. I've had I've had more than my share of Greg's. Let's put it that way. But I've also had like real good food. Like where was it? Yeah, in Arndale Market in Manchester. I actually found like an African kind of joint where they had like a jollof rice and like this really rich tomato beef stew, which was awesome. And like all the usuals. Yeah, and I had I had Tim Hortons while I was in Manchester too, just because I want to. Yeah, I don't think I had actually ever had Timbo's. Yeah, so Manchester. Why do I keep coming back? Well, it is for the conference. It's yeah. I know the UK is not in a great state right now. Not that I can say shit as an American, but I said the conference is fantastic. Really super cool conference, great people. Very very compassionate, inclusive, but not wishy-washy. And yeah, I love the folks there. And this is going to be the last year they ever have it. So I wanted to make a particular point of being there this year. I didn't plan on giving a talk while I was there, but I'm in now. Greg's Slaps? Yeah, yeah. Is the only good contribution they can offer to the world. Well, that's a discussion we can have. But I I understand the impetus behind that. Okay, you are. Oh yeah, we had regular doggos out there. Oh right, yeah. I wanted. Do I have any more vegetarian? Looks like all we have is chicken. Yeah. So weirdly, I didn't learn this until recently. The vegetarian airline food, actually a great source of vitamin C. Chicken, not so much. It's only moderate. We'll have it anyway. We are still trying to keep scurvy at bay because I foolishly turned that on.
It's dusk, so I can't be far behind.
There we go. Oh yeah, there's our curator's rifle. We finally found the damn thing. Ooh, yes, yes. Can I make a few arrows while I'm here, perhaps? Because I could use them. Excuse me. God, I got the hiccups today, and I don't know why. I have one arrowhead. Do I? Did I take them all with me? I might have taken them all with me. And the answer is I sure did. All right. Well, whatever. Fine. I will make. Wait. Why do I? Oh, I never dropped it. God dang it. I had to restart. Yeah, this is my second attempt at getting here. The first attempt was thwarted by the game locking Astrid's like whatever the bug is that locks the her hands in place. She can't interact with anything. And it happened right before the coal mine on the way out of coastal. Oh, and I never fixed this. All right, well, fix it now. Man, I am just all over the shop. My God. There. Sheesh. Anyway. But yeah, so the plan is end of October. No, like the 26th ish. Yeah. So fly from here to Manchester via Doha. Hang out there for a few days. I'll probably hit the Waterstones. Oh yeah, now I'll visit my friends at Arndale Market again. Okay. Last time I was there, like I took a laptop with me, and it got I flew BA, which was a mistake, and someone stepped on it during the flight, and like it only had one working hinge, and I was most displeased. But then so I spoke to the woman who was working the front desk, and
That guy who drank his own pee doesn't
at
seem so
Astrid,
crazy right now.
my God, we have company. Yeah, so she said, "Oh, I'll take you go on the market. You go to the shop with the Asian guys. I always go there when I drop my phone." And so I went, and sure enough, I found a shop with a bunch of Asian guys, and they said, "Yeah, sure, we can fix that. Like £100 or whatever." And I said, "Cool." And sure enough, they did a good job of it too. It's still shooting right along. So are those? No, those are black holes. Yeah, I guess I guess out of nostalgia and loyalty to them, if nothing else. Just want to check in with them, make sure they're still doing well. Yeah, I made sure not to fly BA this time because they're gonna route me through Heathrow, and I do not like flying through Heathrow. The services they offer, they're fine, but I think my biggest annoyance is they do this thing where they don't tell you what gate what gate your flight is leaving from until like 30 minutes before it leaves. So you're just sitting there staring at a screen, waiting for an announcement, and then wait, okay, and then go to this gate. Ah! Then everybody rushes to that gate. Okay, cooked. There we go. And it's like a big thing, but it's enough of an annoyance that I can't help but go. Wait, gosh darn it! I still got all that stuff with me. Gee, Christmas. Yeah, we'll make one quick arrow before we go. Just let things warm up, if nothing else. There we are. Quality tools. 45 minutes, please, and thank you. You saucy bitch. Well, I mean, I could travel in this, but honestly, I really don't want to. Is there any okay? Okay, yeah, you're pretty much ruined. Any other repairs? Nothing urgent. Oh, jerry can. No. Actually, I was thinking, oh, we can take that back to coastal, but no. I kind of want to. Well, okay. I tell a partial lie. I do want to bring that back to coastal, but not to give to Sutherland. I want this to have for our fishathon purposes, because we need 3 liters for our latest trade. All right, that's fine. So they were, at the very least, we're going to cook some of our fish and maybe do a fresh round of fishing too. All right, we'll just wait this out. We did fix the ceiling, so it's warmer in here than it would usually be. There we go. Oh, right. Other note on British cuisine, I should say. Yeah, I say when in England, yeah, things are a little dicey. But okay? Are you actually black wolves? They're wandering like they're Timbies. I kind of want to go check. No, those are. No, those are regular doggos. Move on. Okay. Anyway, yeah, England was what it was. But yeah, cause last time after the conference, I went up to Scotland, uh, spent some time in Edinburgh, and then also saw a friend of this channel, Dauntless, in Glasgow. Had a great time, and I ate very well. Had yeah, when I went to where was it? In Glasgow, I had it was a restaurant next to like the piping museum. Piping isn't like bagpipes, not piping as in plumbing. You could probably guess that though. Yeah, I actually had haggis there. It was really good. And I had to go. I had to go to the. I went to the Disco Chippy in Edinburgh as well because you got to. It was well. It was a chippy. What do you expect? When you should talk British is entirely focused on England, sure. Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland are always immune to anything. Okay, yeah, that is fair. You know they do get kind of dragged along. Although, to be fair, just because you're not England, you can still be. You can have your own bad ideas. But we don't need to dwell on those just now. But yeah, I had a great time in Scotland. The trains all worked. The people were cool. The weather was amazing. It was like I want to say 14, 15 degrees, overcast, and like little light drizzle much of the time, and I was mwah, 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 chef's kiss all the way around. Because my God, it's still like 30 heckin' degrees and 70% humidity every day here. And I know people shit talk the British weather almost as much as they do the cuisine, but I gotta be honest with you. You offer me like persistently overcast, good amount of rain. And maybe it's just wanting what I don't have, but I would actually find that quite enjoyable. Although again, uh, I'm living in a place where the buildings are like they're made for heat. Like there's zero insulation. So yeah, the places will radiate a ton of heat in the summer, but they will not keep jack shit in during the winter. And like yeah, in the UK, buildings are like homes especially they're designed to keep heat in, not necessarily let it out. Climate change has been screwing with that in the summers. I mean that is yeah fair. I guess if that North Atlantic current ever gets fucked up irreparably, then yeah, things are gonna get real weird. Okay, now I remember we had some issues finding this bunker as well last time. I think my problem there was I took the climb up to Deer Clearing, when in fact we didn't need to do that. Our pathway is actually right here. Because it's nestled like right behind here and then up among these rocks. Let's just reset our spraying timer here. Okay, yeah, just get on up there, Astrid. There we are. Remember when you were young, you'd have a week or two of good sun and then back to a reasonable temperature. Almost 2 months of just hot humidity. Ooh, I say I know the feeling. Okay, let's. Right, which cache do we have here? That's a can thing. Okay, I was right. This is the food cache, the survivalist cache, if I remember correctly. So somewhere in here, we're gonna have what we're looking for. Ah, right. Here we go.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Ba-boom. Quest item get. Actually, we could probably look at those. Let's see. Notes? Yeah, there we go. So bunker schematic 1, and then Wyatt's lost papers, number 1. I designed these things to save us from threats from far away. The other side of the damn world. That was the easy part. The real threat was a lot closer. The people we see every day. Scratched out. Is there anything I want out here? Or did I actually clean? Yeah, I think I cleaned this place out pretty well. Yeah, wow. I must have lugged a lot of stuff. Alright, well, yeah, except these simple tools, but why would I want those when I have good tools? Wait, do I still have the tools on me? I still have the tools on me. Gosh dang it. Oh, tinder, okay. Fire... Well, okay.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
I am not part of the fire log crew. Ooh. But it's not like they're doing any good here. 7382 with 80% humidity, been miserable. Yeah, I can imagine. And like especially if you're not quite as inured to those conditions like we are here. Yeah, I imagine that would be absolutely awful. And I say that British homes, they're not built for that kind of thing. It's an island in the North Atlantic. Your home's there to keep you warm, not keep you cool. Okay, so now we know. We got the thing from the survivalist cache here. Our next stop is going to be in the muskeg. And then the third stop is going to be somewhere in PV. Nope, not going that way. Nope.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
I know, Astrid, I'm being horrible to you. I'm asking you to carry, what? That's 10 kilograms just of fire logs. It's absurd. But we're going to give them a good home. And then you can leave them behind and just forget about them for all time. Someone, a certain TLD streamer of note, who I will not name, has been. I think they're trying to give fire logs the Thompson family stew treatment, and they're trying to revive its good name, which is not going to happen. Like, fire logs give you a couple hours of burn time, and that's about it. They're heavy, they give off no heat, all they do is burn. Also, your home is supposed to be temporary housed in the 70s. Ooh. So, insulation enough to keep in heat when it's hot, but not enough to keep it in the colder months. That's what insulation is supposed to do. Like, you get the insulation for when it's cold. But again, I guess if it's temporary housing, like, well, why would I care? It's temporary. That sucks, Evie. I'm sorry you ended up like that. Yeah, like you can't even do the like the old Jimmy Carter thing. Just put on a sweater. Because I imagine, one, you've probably done so by now, and like you can layer indoors, but if your home doesn't keep in any heat, it's only going to help so much. Worst of all, timelines, well, quite possibly. Although, I mean, yeah, the people on my Blue Sky timeline today, they were really trying to talk up. So the thing that everyone's talking about that we don't know has happened, that might have happened, but we have no evidence that happened. If it did happen, then yeah, that would brighten up the timeline significantly. But we don't know. You live in a house where the pointing the brickwork had died. Ooh. And your mom had pneumonia every year. Oh, jeez. So the council moved us out. That is rough. And that is a bear. Oh, right. We walked past the bear last time. Okay, I remember now. It's a council housing. You're not really paying much. Okay. I have houses from the 40s. Ugh. Yikes. Is referring for well, it's in reference to a certain individual who is normally prolific on social media, who bizarrely hasn't posted since like Wednesday. which for them is highly irregular behavior. And said person, now they might have been seen with some physical features that on other people might be slightly concerning. And maybe there is, and they haven't been seen in several days. Who's to say? I mean, I certainly would never, ever, celebrate the news of another human being passing. I mean, that would be uncouth. It would be rude. It would be uncivil. But social media is going to social media. Exactly, Evie. It's a thing where you load up the timeline, and then every couple minutes you just hit F5, and whatever happens, happens. Now, do we live in a timeline where we get nice things like that? I don't know. I would like to think so, but recent evidence might argue otherwise. The event I mean, from a mechanical perspective, one person would clearly. But yeah, in terms of the physical position, in terms of like the philosophical, well, I would be more circumspect. Okay. Ooh, you get more. Am I gonna grab? Actually, you know what? I think I am. We got the energy. Yeah. Let me definitely. I'm gonna drop the fire logs here. And suddenly Astrid is all spry again. There we go. Because I want to grab these. Yeah, like I said last time, the limbs that spawn out in front of mountaineers have a curious habit of vanishing, especially in a blizzard. Personality point is like you at 6 you're trying to put on your dad's shoes. That is, yeah, that I was thinking much along the same lines there, Evie. Hypothetically, in Minecraft. Ooh, we're gonna get this. I think we're just gonna get that. Now, can I get this? Okay. I wonder if it was going to be too dark to use a tool, but apparently not. So, hooray. And bingo bango, we've got back all the cedar we used to fix that ding-dang roof. You press right environment, and just be nice to each other. And you can't, so you're this close to starting a club where you just do small, chaotic, good things right to NPCs. Well, you can do all that, Evie. Evie, God, Martian, sorry, reading two things at once. But yeah, I will say, but especially if you've got like people at like a local level or a council level, absolutely right to them. It's like they're far more likely to pay attention to what you write to them and you have to say about them than to say, I almost used a different phrase to refer to the prime minister, but the people at the national level, like the National Labor Party, just to pull an example out of the air, not necessarily going to be very responsive, but like at a local level, yeah. Especially if your concerns are local as well, go for it. And yeah, the was it not community aid, mutual aid. Yeah, mutual aid. Help the people around you. You can control what you can control. That's huge. You're moving away from national politics where most things are out of your control, and you're working within your community, helping people. You have the power to help, and in making your position, your values known in a visible, tangible way. That's awesome. Absolutely. Harass the mayor? Yeah, go for it. Because he's going to be far more interested in your vote than whoever's going to Westminster. You just want people to be nice to each other? That'd be a nice start. You want to donate vegetables and foraged items to the food bank? Does the food bank tank foraged items? I do not know. Okay. Oh, hey, Zert. Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Marsh, you got too many pears. Gonna go to see if the guy down the road would swap for apples. Hey, that's a good trade. You want a dehydrator? Hey, making slices. Nice. And I am unusually tickled by that because the dehydrator was a big part of my Stardew Valley perfection run. So I am very much pro dehydrator. So and yeah, and pears for apples. That's a solid trade. Make you stand outside him. Okay, yeah. Or if I know, is there a farmer's market where you are? Maybe that might be a place to see if there's some interest. You have multiple times considered disappearing into the wilderness, becoming a local housewife still to the kids telling them to behave. Yeah, hey, some Baba Yaga doesn't have a passport, so someone in your neck of the woods needs to step up and be that example. If not you, then who? Whom? Whomst? Whomst of? Okay, we are fully rested. It's not even first thing in the morning. Is it cold? It actually is kind of not. Probably because it's foggy. Here, we'll just do pass one, sleep one. Shed a little light on the situation. Well, hope you're doing well, Zert. Have had a good weekend. There's a farm shop, but they were rude. Oh no, because they're a middle class thing. You want it to be wholly accessible. Well, it gatekeeping of farmers markets, man, people are wacky. Oh right, we wanted the jerry can. There we go. Oh yeah, let's load up on. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we'll finish that off. TV show called Grizzly Adams. I remember Grizzly Adams. I imagine Nocturnal Druid does as well. So that he just going to the woods. Yeah, but then I know I've also read was it John Krakauer? Who are like Into the Wild. I if you're gonna vanish into the woods, at least go prepared. Because it can go poorly. The different thing to farmers, UK markets are different to a farmer's market. It's normal. Okay. Well, and yeah, if it's normal, then that's even less reason for people to be gatekeeping it. Because like you don't, or is it you don't? You should need a certain income level to like to grow your own food and sell, and mm, it's ridiculous. And I know as someone who is not not fortunate enough to be British, I know I'm not as attuned to the class politics of the country that you folks are. But I I find something very grating about that kind of gatekeeping. Okay, you know what? I just out for a lovely morning stroll, and you're borking at me? Nah, I'm not having that. I am so disdainful of you, sir, I'm not even going to harvest you. How about that? Oh yeah, where are we? Okay, 40. Yes, we can easily climb back. So we're in good shape. We're going to head straight back to coastal. And what we'll probably end up doing is... Oh, no, there we go. It's good that we're light. We can grab a bunch of coal in the mine, take that back to coastal, and then harvest up a bunch of firewood, and we can have ourselves a fish-a-thon. Because we need lamp oil. There we go. I get a lurk, Evie. No worry. Please do. Go do the needful on the weekend. But appreciate you hanging out. Hey, always great to see you. And we'll catch you next time. And appreciate the luck. Do you get the no? We did not. But we expected that, sir. Um. So what we're doing is, or actually, rephrase. What we need to do is progress the trader quest until like we get to full trust, and then he's going to offer us the bunker rifle. If we get that, then if we get that and we get the achievement, we're good. If for whatever reason we don't, then we got to go to Blackrock and check on the revolver. But my fervent hope is we don't have to do that. Got headache coming on. Oh, that sucks. You're gonna head up, maybe. Yeah. Please do, Martian. Take care of yourself. Rest well, and we hope you feel better soon. And enjoy the fruits of your foraging. Treat yourself to some rose hip syrup infused pancakes. I mean, those will help things a bit. We're bunker hunting. Well, yeah, we just came back from the Timberwolf bunker. That was the survivalist bunker. So that was the first one of the bunch. So we're gonna run this back, and then because we have another part of the trade. I've also got an order in for the porter soup recipe. So I need a car battery, some cloth, and 3 liters of lamp oil. Which, if you're trying to get all that off of fishing, that's a lot. I need to see where he says it. Well, actually, we know Zert. Because in this run, Well, actually, in the run we did previously, am I going to harvest these? Yes, yes, I am. Yeah, in the previous run, uh, I know that he's going to send us to, in order, the survivalist cache, the hunter cache, then the
This pack is
conspiracy
getting
cache.
heavy.
And thanks to my notes, I already know where all three of the loot laden caches are. Yeah, yeah, we're over by a lot, but that's okay because we're gonna do our one of our favorite goats. Yeah, so the survivalist cache was in Timberwolf. We know the hunter cache is in Muskeg because that's where the revolver was, and then so the conspiracy cache will be in PV. So we just got to find that one wherever it actually is. There we go. Broken Railroad has a Jerry. Oh right, yeah, yeah. I remember people talking about that. Am I? No. We already have 15 seater, and yeah, I have this feeling that the PV's gonna try something. Let's just go, and we'll focus on harvesting limbs in coastal. Here's things having trouble with the U. Oh dear. I mean, there's probably worse keys to be. Yeah, better U than like E or A. I think. Unless you're typing in like German or Swedish or something, then that could be an issue. If they love their umlauts. Yeah, and it's probably just because I have limbs on the brain, but I'm noticing so many limbs. I just no, we gotta go, we gotta go. We got stuff to do. But yeah, oh right. Okay. Self quiz as I'm doing this. As we fish, do we want to make any lures? Because as I understand it, the lures increase the chance of rare fish, but they debuff your chance of normal fish. Yeah, but the bait, yeah, bait is for catching bigger fish, which we don't necessarily need. So maybe we make some maybe we make a lure or two. So like if your line snaps and you got a lure on it, you lose that too. You try some frozen waffles, okay? It's been a while since I've seen those. They were okay. Okay, just pop them in the toaster. I don't have any of those. I do have hot pockets though. I the slightly upscale expat grocery store. They have like they have breakfast hot pockets now with bacon and egg and cheese. And I am an absolute slut for a breakfast sandwich, so I had to try it. It was okay. I think it's hot pockets. You know what? I'm not expecting haute cuisine. You know, if it's filling and I don't absolutely hate myself after eating it, I'll call it a win. And sure enough, Hot Pockets will do exactly that. Yes, with all apologies to Jim Gaffigan. Oh, 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 okay. Wow. The the wind actually calmed down. Wow. I did not expect that. Certainly not in this zone. Well, that's lovely. All the more reason to keep moving. Because if we think PV's gonna stick to this, nope. Okay. Oh right, yeah, I was in how was it? Yeah, before stream I was hanging out in Bashiro's stream, and as excited as I am for Silksong, I think he's gonna be even more excited for it. And most of the emotes on his channel are Hollow Knight based, so yeah, a Silksong comes out Thursday. I think well, it's like, what is it, 2 p.m. UTC, which is like 10 p.m. here. Again, I would not want to be Steam's servers at that time, because it is the most wishlisted game on Steam, and with the amount of people who are going to be buying it the second they can, they are going to get absolutely slammed. And if I'm honest, I'll probably be among them. Now, so is that prospect enough to do, say, a Thursday stream? Because we would have to wait an hour. Because our normal start time is like 9 p.m. Hong Kong. Like, is it 1 p.m. in the UK? Or 2? And then 9 a.m. Eastern in North America. But I don't want to be like, kicking my heels for an hour, so we probably start at 10. It'll probably take more than a few minutes to download Silksong and get it installed because the aforementioned server issue. It is a Thursday though, and like I said, I will be here and I'll be working from home on the Friday, so I don't have to worry about making a commute in the morning. So it could very well happen. Yeah, I'll have to post on the Discord. What kind of game is? Okay, Zert, did you see me playing Hollow Knight earlier, a couple weeks ago? Like Silksong is the sequel to that. Yeah, Hollow Knight originally came out in 2017, and Silksong, well, originally it was going to be like an expansion to Hollow Knight, but then I think it just grew and grew, and a Team Cherry said it wasn't it was development heaven rather than development hell because they were having such a good time making it. But I guess they just decided to release it into the world. Yeah, so 8 years between Hollow Knight and Silksong coming out. And yeah, as it is the Steam's most wishlisted game. So there's going to be a lot of folks jumping on that bandwagon. And again, I'm going to be among them because I had a blast playing Hollow Knight. I'm really interested to see what Team Sherry does with that world, especially with 8 years under their belt. And Horn is a compelling character. Yeah, it's and again, Team Cherry is a team of 3 people. A team of 3 people has that many people on the edge of their seat. And as you can imagine, like the the Silk Song subreddit is absolutely feral these days. So I worry that if people might have built the game up so much in their minds that if it's not a transcendent experience, bringing them close enough to touch the face of God, are they going to be disappointed? Someone's going to be out there complaining. Again, it's the internet. That just happens. But I really hope, at the very least, the game gets a fair shake. And nothing is made for everyone, obviously. But if, personally, I hope it's an absolute banger. People love it, and it makes Team Cherry, they're happy with what they put out, and they're happy with people's reception of it.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
There we go. Now that we have lamp oil to spare. Okay, am I gonna grab coal? You know what? Yes. Making it heaven could be a controversy. Well, I mean, possibly like whose sale tax do they pay? Like who's like where do their social security payments go? In addition to all the theological concerns, it's like, where's how does this fit into the bureaucracy? Is there a right? Yeah, there's just a rifle sitting there the whole time, and it's going to continue to sit there because I don't want that. Okay, 9 coal. Yeah, we're quite a bit over. Here we're growing up. D&D was going to. Oh yeah. Although now D&D is the hotness. I mean, now like is it Critical Role selling out Madison Square Garden? But yeah, it'll. Yeah, there's always something. Like if what is it? Not last year, but the year before, Fox News was raging against Cult of the Lamb, and Fox News was raging against Mass Effect when that first came out. It's always gonna be something.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
Yeah, I know. And we're gonna drop these off close to the front, so if you do want to come back for more, and we do, we won't have to go quite as far. But I figure rather than just jiggle, let's actually grab them. Although it is admittedly making Astrid quite slow. But I'm keeping an eye on our food. It'll be fine. I hear her huffing and puffing, but at least she's not Will. Okay, how many are we going to bring back with us? Probably 10? Yeah, 10. We'll be over, but not like egregiously so. There we go. Okay, 34. That's a respectable number. There we go. Oh yeah, we are shy on cloth. We could. Well, okay, yeah. Actually, let me leave that. We'll come back for that later, if we need. And you probably will. You're still looking for the red lantern, really? Well, where have you looked, Zert?
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Because if memory serves, I think it's meant to spawn. Let me grab that. I think it's meant. Yeah, I think the Timberwolf is the way to go. Okay, did I see? Okay, I did see. You know what? We're gonna deal that. Or not. Alright, fine. No longer cave to Blackrock, try Keeper's Pass. Where have I seen it? I've seen it in a couple caves. Like in Timberwolf. I've seen it in okay, if you go up like you're gonna go to the cave, like the transition cave that takes you from Timberwolf to Blackrock. I've seen it in there. I've seen it in like in the caves that take you to the summit. So if you're, again, my suggestion would be, give Timberwolf Mountain a thorough looting, or that's the caves of Timberwolf Mountain, I should say. Even like the ones you wouldn't normally take. Maybe you'll find some joy there. So can we? All right, I'll try. Okay. Although I should wait on this. Yeah, we're already cucumbered, and we don't want to overdo it. We can always come back for more. Also, Astrid does need to eat. And getting heavier is just going to get between us and her food. I mean, we do have... Yeah, I know, my dear, I know. We brought cattails, but I'm trying to steer clear of those. You say this for a rainy day. Okay. Okay, where am I? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take a quick detour. Because these are all going to our favorite fishing hut anyway. So why not go straight there? Rather than lug them to the Quonset and then back this way. Yeah, that's our fishing hut right out there. Okay, there's one cattail worth of fur.
I'm not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
And you won't have to. Just help me out here. Let's get back to our favorite happy fishing ground. Yeah, I see those. We'll come back for them later. Our calorie stores are not what they should be. Also trying to keep an eye out for unfriendlies. We can, pop them before we start running around all stinking of fish. Oh, yeah. I was thinking, like, man.
Can you eat trees? Because I'm gonna.
Like, you'll picture a fishing hut, but with one of those 2-burner stoves like you see in Camp Office or Trappers. Your life would be it would be twice as good. You know, you could make 2 liters. You could make make 2 things of water at a time. You can cook and do water at the same time. You could do double the fish. But I guess that would be too highfalutin for these proud coastal folk. Yup. Thank you, Astrid. Although now that I say that, ooh, could I maybe get a sneaky mag lens fire here? That'd be pretty sweet. There we go. Suddenly we're not cucumbered. And then suddenly we are. Mag lens hype? No mag lens hype. Boo. But you know what? Rather than have our girl go hungry, we'll just do something about it. And I brought the damn tools from frickin' Timberwolf all the way here. Ah! Brain harder, brain. I even pointed it out. Yeah, sir, it would be great, and they have the space. You put it along the back there. Okay, I got knife. You got clearing materials. Ooh, we got the big old jerry can there. Actually, you know what? Let's move that over too. Oh, I got another one right here. Gee, Christmas. Oh, you know what I don't have? I don't have fishing tackle. Probably kind of important.
The sun is setting. It's gonna get a lot colder soon.
There we go. And you know what? Here, we got fire going. Make me a half liter. 11, 17, perfect. Okay. Our meters are looking good. Yep. Energy notwithstanding. So we'll beat feet back here. And then, yeah, so we'll drop stuff off. I will grab all the fishing tackle. Well, yeah, we'll grab the fishing tackle so I don't forget tomorrow. Because as you've seen, I do forget things. But yeah, so we went like 15 cedar, 6 fir, 10 coal. We could go get more. Maybe we should. Yeah, maybe we'll do a circuit. We'll grab that coal we left at the mine. We'll break down that bedroll because that's 10 cloth, and I think Sutherland asks for that every so often. And we'll harvest some more limbs. And whatever we don't use during fishing, we can keep in reserve for future furniture making. Because that's going to be a thing too. Because yeah, we're going to have to make the furniture workbench first. I think that's cedar, and then and then we're going to go straight for the curing box. Anything that comes after that is gravy. Hey, Brady B, welcome in. How's things? Good to see you. You're on mute, be lurking at a party. Oh. Oh. Okay, have a good lurk, Brady. Is that? Oh. Oh, fantastic timing. It's a CJ raid. Welcome in, CJ and friends. Hey, Maria, welcome in. Tonza, hello. Welcome in, folks. Arkazer, good to see you. Welcome in, CJ. How'd your stream go? Let me give you a proper shout out here. A good and proper welcome, for I am a good and proper streamer. But are you still doing like your
What am I thinking?
pure
We'll
outer no
just come here
goa?
and do it for free.
Come on, Stream Elements, do your thing. Awesome. Hey, Fiat, good to see you.
Yeah, you go away. Yeah, this is survival mode. Yeah. If you have the DLC. Well, it's good weather. Let's see if we have any fuses and stuff here in this region. We can get them ready.
Stream is fun. Good. It's doing the outer no goa. Okay. Yeah. So if you're not already, if you want to see like some top tier TLD play, go drop CJ a follow. Like as you do like outer no, like the hardest challenge in the game, and then say, you know what, I'm not gonna go inside anywhere too, because that is just absolutely wacky. Yeah, go drop him a follow. And anyone who came in with CJ on the raid, you don't know me. Hi, I'm Trooper Barry. I call myself a long dark / variety streamer. We're currently working on getting to 1,000 days. And I think we started the stream on day 560. I don't know where we are. Hey, Fiat, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Hey, you know what you just did? You just ticked us over into 500 followers. So hooray! Thanks so much for that. I appreciate that. But yeah, so we're doing a lot of achievement hunting here. We're trying to find firearm variants, catch all the rare fish, do max trader trust, and obviously get to 500 days. Or excuse me, 500. We've been to 500 days. Now we're working on 1,000. And so we just started the the first bit of the trader quest line. So we went to Timberwolf and we got the first box of documents. Is that, hey, Archimedes, thank you for the follow as well. Follower 501, Levi's. Oh yeah, say hello to my welcome mat of fish. Um, that was the whole thing. Okay, um, Archimedes, I don't know if you do Twitch at all. So if you want again more great TLD gameplay, uh, go look for Archimedes' channel on YouTube, that is at a lot of good gameplay and very informative videos. Uh, I don't have a link to hand, but if you look for Archimedes LP, you'll find it. Super cool guy, and again very knowledgeable about the game. Does some things with goading that you never would have thought possible. I see. Yeah. So that pile out there, that's what's left over. When I dusted this save off, I since like December 2000, yeah, 2022. Oh yeah, there's the rest of the fish. So when when I left this off, I had 3,000. I'm not even lying. We have got 3,000 kilograms of fish on this run. And of that 3,000 kilograms, 2,400, no, sorry, 2,300 ended up in a lost and found box right outside that door. It was like 100 kilograms of like firewood and sticks and coal. And then I had 2,300 kilograms of raw fish and meat all in one box. It was hilarious. Anyway, so but again, there was a ton of big updates between again December 2022 when we got to 500 days, and then we picked this back up, which is like start of this month. Yeah, once we finished Hollow Knight, we jumped right in here. Not into Twitch much, but starting to catch up more. Awesome. Yeah, it's great to have you, Archimedes. Uh, right. So, in answer to CJ's question, we're doing the trader quest. We got the documents from Timberwolf, and we're gonna take them to uh, Misanthropes, and then I gotta get we also gotta get the what do I need? I can't even remember. Right. I need 8 cloth, a car battery, and 3 liters of lamp oil. Right. That's why I was getting all the firewood and coal, because we're gonna fish our way to 3 liters of lamp oil. It's gonna take a while. Hello. There we go.